inserts the microchip between your thumb and index finger using a device similar to a syringe. Now, these chips can actually be really helpful tools, and they utilize the same technology used in phone payments. With this tiny device, your body essentially becomes a contactless key. It can open doors using sensors and can even start a car. They last anywhere from 10 to 20 years and can be removed with a small incision in the skin.
Watch as this paralyzed man writes his thoughts with his own mind, all because he has a microchip in his brain. Night fam, we are showing this to you because Elon Musk wants this to be a reality for all of us. And so I want to ask you, would you say yes to a microchip inside your brain? Elon Musk wanted to use this microchip to link human minds to machines so that in the future humans can upgrade. That means in the future your mind would simply be able to download any type of information from computer or a smartphone. That means an entirely new world of knowledge. No more studying for school. Even no more need to learn a new skill. You can simply just download it. The possibilities would be endless. Because Musk also claims the microchip would help you store your own memories better. Imagine growing older and being able to replay every details of your past at any point. When your loved ones die, you could always go back to their files in your mind. Just imagine curing your grandparents suffering from Alzheimer's with this one chip. But then, this could also be dangerous, because what if these memories could be used against you or another person? Because as it turns, these microchips implanted in your brain could also be hacked. Bad guys would suddenly have access to your most private memories, copy them and sell them for profit or blackmail. And considering there is a hacking attack in the world every 39 seconds, this could be very dangerous. But then again, is it right to hinder, to limit a potentially life-changing technology just because it has some dangers? With this invention, people could regain what they once lost: their sight, their hearing, their hope for a better future. It is an amazing technology.
I don't really have any movement below my elbows at all, but today I'm able to pick up an object and manipulate that around in space.
Elon Musk also claims that this chip could be so powerful it could treat mental health disorders like insomnia, depression, or addiction. But then again, just look at us now. Look what technology is doing to us. I cannot help but have doubts. We have become smartphone zombies. We are too busy with technology to interact with the real people in the real life. With technology, yes, we are more connected than ever, but yet it feels like we are disconnected. We are more sad than ever. What could possibly happen when we take it a step further? Once we blur that line between being a feeling human and being a computer. With all of this in mind, as I sit right here in Bali in Indonesia, taking 1 month with an incredible limitation to technology and social media, I want to leave you with the question once again. Would you say yes to a microchip inside your brain?
The MOTB, the mark. What is it? If you don't already know, let's get into it and find out. Okay? Revelation 13 and 16. All right. And he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell. That's a very important clue right there. save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right, so let's just look into this a little bit. All right, because it tells you right in the Greek what it is. All right. All right, so we're going to look at the mark. All right, and this is in the Greek. Okay. Out of the Blue Letter Bible. You can use this yourself and look this up yourself. Just go online. Okay. What does the mark mean in the Greek? All right. It means charagma. All right. What is the charagma? Let's read about it. Okay. Charagma.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
Charagma. Charagma. Okay. All right. And what does it mean? Okay. A stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. Okay. So this letting you know that this is the mark of the beast. Okay. And which you already know. Okay. What I'm referencing here. And let's go further. The mark branded upon horses, thing carved. It's a thing carved. They're going to carve it into you. Sculpture, graven work, a idolatrous image. Because when you take this into your hand, you're going to belong to the government. Okay? All right? When they come out with this. All right? Now let's look into the, let's actually look into the root word of this. Okay, when you look into the root word, you get more explanation. Okay, as to what this is. It's the root word is karax. Okay, now we're getting down to what it is. Okay, for karezo, to sharpen, to a point, akin to, through the idea of scratching. So they're going to use the syringe, as you've seen in the video, and put this implant into you. Okay? Okay? That's what the karax means. And John the Revelator saw this in a vision. Okay? All right? Now, also the meaning, the biblical usage of this mark, this karax, is it's a pale or stake, a palisade. Okay, all right, a palisade, a rampart, like you would drive a stake into the ground, you know, like a fence. Okay, so that's what it's being described here. So they'll take a syringe and they'll put it inside of you. Okay, all right. Okay, so you see what it means. All right, that's what the mark is. Okay, and for the brain, they're going to use a machine to make the incision for you in your brain. All right. Okay, as you seen in the video, they're going to use a machine for the karax and the charagma. Okay, into your brain. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, what it is. All right, just remember, Revelation 13 and 16 is the charagma or karax. Okay, just remember that. It's a stamp, an imprinted mark. All right, okay, of mark stamped on the forehead or in the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. Or, you know, there are many antichrists, so they're going off there. There's many antichrists, many people who don't believe in the Bible, all that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, most people, even if they're not of the chosen elect, they're gonna probably take this mark, okay, in the forehead, in their brain, or in their hand, because you're not going to be able to buy or sell without it. Okay. Okay, and you will be branded. You see number 2 there, the mark branded upon horses, a thing carved, sculpture, graven work, idolatrous work. So we're just here to warn you about this mark that's coming. All right, it's going to come with a digital ID first, and then with this. Okay. All right, they're going to use gradualism just like they use a cell phone. They're gradually going to upgrade you into this. Okay. All right. All right. Isaiah 36 and verses 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. So this is a warning in the book of Isaiah of what would happen in Egypt. Okay, Egypt being the house of bondage for the children of Israel, the Israelites. Warning not to trust in the enemy, all right, which is being ruled by Esau, Edom, the Edomites. Okay, Isaiah 36 and 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt. Okay, because America eventually is going to be broken, and it's broken now, and the Lord says he's not going to heal Babylon. Okay, so if you can understand that, America has fallen. Okay, all right, economically, morally, everything. All right, it's on its way out. So lo, thou trustest in the staff of the broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Okay, so we are not to trust in this place. All right. Okay, Jeremiah 17 and 5. And it reads, Thus saith the Lord, Cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord. So that's who we're supposed to trust in, put trust in, not in this government. All right. Daniel 8 and 25. All right. And through his policies, he's going to come up with this policy. All right. This device. Okay. And through he's talking about this, the Roman Empire, this nation, America, Babylon the Great, another Egypt, all those similitudes of the Heavenly Father. All right. Daniel 8 and 25. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hands. And that's Yahweh Shai. So through peace, he's going to destroy many with this this charagma, all right, with this RFID microchip, because they're coming with the peace and safety. They can't track people and so forth, so they got to come forth with the digital ID, and then eventually the MOTB, in which we're just talking about. Okay, so they're gonna get people to take it, because they're gonna say, hey, you know, this is going to be for peace and safety for everyone. Okay, all right, if you can understand that. All right. All right. So we're to never trust our enemy. All right. Who is our enemy? Psalms 83 tells us who our enemy is, verses 2. All right. It says, For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Who is thy people? The Israelites. And consulted against the hidden ones who were hidden at one time until the prophets came onto the scene around 1960 and started telling people that they were telling Israelites that they were the people of the Lord, that they were Israelite, telling Negroes and Native Americans and so forth. All right. Verse 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. That's telling you the nations came together as one to never let you know who you are, so that Israel would never, the Israelites would never rise again. Okay. And this is who it is. This is your enemy. You know, I just wanted to point this out. Verse 6, the tabernacles of Edom. That's the number one enemy. That's the one we're speaking of right now. All right, that's bringing forth the charagma all over the earth. All right, the tabernacles of Edom. All right, and that would be none other than the so-called white man. All right. So we are to never trust our enemy. You just learn who your enemy is. Sirach 12 and 10, and it reads, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he has overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? All right, now stop there. All right, so it's just like the poison that they came out with. Okay, everybody took that. All right, and then a lot of people died, and they were looking. They to this day they're looking for pity from everyone because they took it. You see, it's the same situation that's getting ready to happen with this MOTB. Okay. All right. So we'll go to Revelation. I think it's 3 and 10. Yeah. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And that will be this MOTB system. All right. Okay. You're not going to be able to buy or sell. You're not going to be able to eat unless you take this MOTB into your forehead or into your hand. All right. And this is a warning to you. All right. If you do take it, this is what's going to happen to you. All right. Revelation 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Shalom.